Welcome all and good morning. I'm Joe Harrington. I'm the Senior Manager of Public Relations at Tran. It's a very momentous day. I'm smiling, I promise you. You just can't tell because of the mask. And it is my esteemed honor and privilege to be the very first one to welcome you to our bus operator and maintenance technician graduation for September 2020. First thing is first, please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. You know, at Tran, we all know that safety is our absolute top priority in everything we do. And so as a matter of protocol, we begin every single public gathering and every single internal meeting with a safety message and a safety briefing. To deliver the safety message and the safety briefing today, please welcome our Senior Manager of Safety Training and Compliance, Jonathan Womack.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to this joyous occasion. So we want to start off by reading off our safety message for the month. Safety message for this month is about slips, trips, and falls. Slips and trips result from unintended or unexpected changes in contact between your feet and the walking surface. Good housekeeping, quality of walking surfaces, and selection of proper footwear and appropriate pace of walking are critical for preventing slips and trips. So, common causes of slips: wet or oily surfaces, occasional spills, weather hazards, or loss of balance. Common causes of trips: obstructed view, poor lighting, clutter in your way, wrinkled carpeting, uncovered cables, open drawers, or uneven walking surfaces. So we always want to make sure, please just look down where you're going and you'll have a much safer day. Because at Tran, our mission is to provide access to opportunity for everyone safely, efficiently, and courteously. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Womack, and we are here to celebrate your loved ones. They are ready to go out into the world after a lot of intense training as either Tran bus operators or maintenance technicians who keep those buses in top operating condition and ensure safety for everyone. And speaking of safety, I do want to point out that we are having a COVID-19 socially distanced ceremony today and are taking extensive precautions. Everyone is either wearing a mask or 6 feet apart, and the room we're in, as you can see, is equipped with both hand sanitizer as well as safety partitions. So without further ado, I'm going to call in the bus operator graduates first. Being led, again, by Mr. Womack are Operator Raina Burgess, Operator Tiffany Carter, Operator Kiara Fasolo, Operator Anthony Green, Operator Cecil Green, and Operator Deborah Rivera. Please join me in a round of applause welcoming the graduates to the room. And this is an extra special ceremony today because this is the first one we've done where we're also honoring our maintenance technicians. And we have 2 maintenance technicians who have gone through the very intense years-long process to be able to maintain these Tran buses, which are 40 or even 65 feet long. So major vehicles out on our roadways. So we will also welcome them to the room, being led by maintenance manager Jim Cribbs, maintenance technicians Jeffrey Aliff, and Arturo Dines. Please join me in a round of applause welcoming them as well. Now, before we get much further, I do want to introduce our leadership team. We're honored to be with many of them here today. The executive leadership team at Tran has a lot of responsibilities. Director of Planning, Steve Anderson, is here. We also have our Executive Senior Manager of Human Resources, Kathy Lewis. Our Director of Administrative Services, Jeremy Baker. And our Director of Support Services, Gilberto Morales. And of course, our executive director behind me, Mr. Clinton B. Forbes. A round of applause for the ELT. Now, I'm going to turn the floor over in a moment to Lou Ferry, who is the interim senior manager of paratransit, to represent the operations division that all of you are employed by. He'll be delivering some remarks, followed by our executive director, Mr. Clinton B. Forbes, and our keynote speaker that we're honored to have with us today, the chief of Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, Mr. Reginald Duran. And we are also honored to be joined by Assistant County Administrator Todd J. Von Laren, who will also deliver some welcoming remarks. And with that, I'm going to turn the floor over to Mr. Ferry. Welcome.
Sure. Good morning, everyone. I am here on behalf of Interim Director of Operations Chad Hockman. This graduation celebration has become one of the most popular Palm Tran events. You're joining the largest division of Palm Tran operations, with over 500 new members, new family members, in fact. Bus operators, you've endured an 8-week training program that tested your strength, endurance, and perseverance. Your team has worked late nights, early mornings, both on the road, in the classroom, and in the bus yard. You've come to understand our commitment to safety. You've met all the requirements of the Transportation Safety Institute. Maintenance technicians, welcome. First time here. You have completed fleet basic training and demonstrated proficiency in preventive maintenance, shop safety, and vehicle repair. The last step involves technicians becoming trainees for 5 weeks. Each week they learn a different system. They start with preventive maintenance, or PMs, brakes, suspension, engines, transmission, and HVAC. A lot of work goes into this. Before they start working on the floor, they take their forklift, computer-based training, and hands-on driver test. There's even more training before they are ready to maintain Palm Tran's 159 buses on their own. You're now ready to live the Palm Tran mission. Does everybody know the mission? I hope you do, because Clinton's going to ask, so you better know it. So you want to provide access to opportunity for everyone safely, efficiently, and courteously. I'd like to congratulate all of you achieving this feat, as well as recognize our own bus operator valedictorians. So please stand up when I call your name. Both Rihanna Burgess and Kiara Fasilo earned an average 97.92%. An outstanding job. Great job, everyone. So before I come down and introduce our fearless leader, I just want to say that I've been here for over 18 years, and I want to welcome you all to the operations department and welcome you to Palm Tran. So I've been here for a long time, and I can tell you all that this is a very rewarding job you have. You are the first line with our customers, which is the reason why we're here. So I always say to everyone when they start that every day you can come home, you can know that you did something good for the community, and you can lay your head on that pillow and know that you've done good. You help someone get to work, help someone to get to employment, and they're important parts of their lives. So thank you for becoming part of our family. And without further ado, I will now turn over the floor to Clinton B. Forbes, our Executive Director of Palm Tran. So thank you.
All right, great job, Lou. Thank you for those remarks. Joe, thank you for being our MC. You do that so well, and your leadership. Thank you to my leadership team and for serving with me at Palm Tran. Keep doing a great job. We're moving our organization forward, and we're providing access to opportunity for everyone. Good morning. How y'all doing? We all gainfully employed now. Good morning. We are here to celebrate a significant accomplishment of all of you. I'd also like to recognize, as has already been recognized, our Assistant County Administrator, Todd Van Laren, and his leadership, not only of Palm Tran and the many departments that he leads and has leadership oversight, but for the incredible work that Todd and that leadership team in county administration, the incident commander, Virginia Baker, they have done in really taking us out of this COVID, not completely out of COVID yet, but putting us in a very, very positive place in terms of where we are with our positivity rate of COVID-19. It's just been great leadership. It's been great communication, and they've been doing it day and night. So let's give them a hand for their leadership. during these difficult times. Take a look at Palm Tran's new amazing bus operators in their new uniforms. Now more than ever, they are essential in safely transporting passengers throughout the county, carrying out our mission. And now we have something new with our technicians who have been introduced initially at Palm Tran as trainees and now have graduated to bona fide technicians. So congratulations to you, and we're glad to have you a part of this process. Your training was rigorous and detailed. It instilled you with the skills you need to be successful. It has strengthened each driver's ability to safely operate public transit vehicles on scheduled routes, provide information to customers, and deliver outstanding customer service. Outstanding customer service. For maintenance technicians, you worked closely with a supervisor and were evaluated every 2 weeks until management determined you were ready for a promotion. So this is a great day for you. I don't see many, but I also would like to welcome and thank friends and family for joining us today to be here to help celebrate the achievements of these employees. You are beginning a journey during a unique time for Palm Tran, for our country, for our nation. As the COVID-19 pandemic continues to be present in Palm Beach County and Florida, rest assured safety remains of the utmost importance to our employees as well as our customers. So you heard our mission statement. Remember that. Providing access to opportunity for everyone. And you are the front line, and you do that every day, probably more than any others at Palm Tran, from maintenance technician to operations supervisor to bus operator. You're delivering that access to opportunity to employment, to fulfill important medical appointments, to go to grandma's house. It's a lifeline service that you are providing in this community, so thank you for that. And always remember that. The family that you're joining, we have a certain culture. It's real simple, and it's really about treating people like you would want to be treated, right? The old golden rule. You know, sometimes if we did that more often, we'd just be a better people. Treat people like you would want to be treated. I've kind of modified that recently, and that is treat people better than they expect to be treated. Then you're really hitting the mark. We also have adopted a certain leadership style called servant leadership. And when people hear that, they say, oh, servant leadership. Yeah, we are here to serve you. That's our job, to serve you. Now, servant leadership does not mean that we give you everything you want. Servant leadership means that we are here to serve you and to meet your legitimate needs as an employee. Needs like providing great communication to you, providing respect, making sure that we show integrity, teamwork, recognition, right? Also accountability. You know, when I took this job, I told my leaders, hold me responsible for this awesome responsibility that I have. So if I want to treat people like I want to be treated, that means that I also have to hold you accountable for make sure you do your jobs. So accountability is also important in leadership. The other thing, you know, you've learned a lot of skills about safety, about driving, which are all important. Safety is priority number one. But we are in the customer service business. We are. You'll see that. And I've always said that in this business, you can't like people. You have to have a certain love for people to do this business that we're in public transit. You're going to meet hundreds of people every day. So find that love for people, and you'll see that your jobs are much easier. You know, when I talk about servant leadership, I'm always reminded of a book that I read that's, you know, just embedded in me. And there was this passage in the book that when I first joined Tran, I sent it out to all the employees, all 630 employees. And I call that passage Ritz-like. And Ritz, I'm referring to the Ritz-Carlton, the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. Many of you probably have heard of. I've been there once. You can't frequent that place often, but the Ritz-Carlton. And the passage in the book read like this. The author described an experience that he had in the Ritz-Carlton. And it just captivated me, and I want to share that with you, because that's how I kind of think about Tran and where we want to be. We want to be Ritz-like. So the author writes, once a year, I splurge a little and take my wife to a Ritz, which is not too far from our home, for the bed and breakfast special. As soon as you walk into the front door of a Ritz, you know you're in a special place. I mean, people are practically falling all over themselves to meet your needs, and there's such an atmosphere of extraordinary respect that is palpable. Anyway, one evening at the Ritz before dinner, I was sitting in the cocktail room sipping a drink, a virgin daiquiri for my wife and a Diet Coke with lime for me. Anyway, I was watching two bartenders conduct their business and again witnessed the respect they extended toward the customers and toward their fellow employees. I was intrigued. So as usual, I asked one of the bartenders, "What is it about you guys?" He answered, "Sir, you know," I said, "the way you treat the customers and one another with such respect, how do they get you to do that?" He replied simply, "Oh, we have a motto here at the Ritz that goes like this: we are ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen." I told him that I thought it was a very catchy phrase, but I didn't understand his point. He looked me dead in the eye and said, "If we don't behave this way, we don't get to work here. Is there anything about that you don't understand?" I laughed and told him I got his point. So it's about ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen. It's about mutual respect for the customer. You don't know that customer's plight or situation in life when they board that bus. They don't know yours, because we have issues as well. But when you get on mutual respect, great customer service, that love for people, and you will find that you'll take your career to another level, and you'll continue to deliver on our mission statement. So I want to congratulate you, and again, thank you for joining our Tran family. Let's give them a hand once again. I also have the privilege of introducing our keynote speaker, who we are so proud to have speak with you today. I also we have our county engineer here as well to help welcome you to Tran in Palm Beach County. So David Ricks, thank you for being here. That's special. So Chief Reginald Duran is the Fire Rescue Administrator for Palm Beach County. He holds a Master's of Disaster Management degree and possesses more than 30 years of fire rescue experience. He spent the majority of his career with the City of Miami, and prior to joining the county in March 2019, Duran was the Fire Administrator for the City of Riviera Beach for 5 years. He's an experienced leader, and that's why we're honored to have him here with us today. He represents a commitment to safety and an uncompromising level of public service. He possesses the same attributes that we emphasize here at Tran, and the qualities that all the graduates have used to be present in this room today. Without any further ado, join me in welcoming Palm Beach County Fire Rescue Administrator, Chief Reginald Duran.
Good morning. Morning, Palm Tran staff, the new and highly trained bus operators. One of the first things I wanted to talk about, I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I'm going to go back a little further. Prior to being here, Mr. Forbes said to me, hey, listen, Chief, don't worry about it. You got to talk for 10 minutes. I'm going to talk for 2, you're going to talk for 10. I'm going to see about us switching roles. I'm going to give you 2 since he already gave 10, but thank you for that. Listen, this is really a joyous occasion. I'm so happy to be here and excited to be here, the opportunity to speak to you all. I'm privileged to have received this invitation. It's the first one I ever received. Going back again to another conversation with Mr. Forbes, I said, hey, I've never spoken to this group before. You got any tips, any suggestions? He says, just do it like I would do it. Those of you that know Clinton Forbes realize there is no other that can speak his way, and we certainly appreciate all he's done. I'm always excited to be in his presence because sometimes you work with people and you realize, wow, that would have been an incredible mentor. For you all to have an opportunity to have the leadership that you have, I would take advantage of it. I would learn and grow from his leadership because he certainly has the drive to take this department, as well as this county, to the next level, where we deserve to be. Once I moved past his initial advice, I realized that there are certainly parallels between fire rescue and Palm Tran. We are tasked with providing essential and vital services which encourage the health and vitality of this community. We must operate safely, follow protocols and guidelines to ensure the safety of each other as well as the community we serve. We must provide confidence in the community that they know that we will be there. We must provide a level of customer service that exceeds expectations and delivers consistently, no matter the environment, no matter the customer, and perhaps more importantly, no matter how we feel. We are in the service industry, and I know Executive Director Clinton and his staff, just like Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, are continuously striving to be the very best, to be the department that others around the country look to find best practices, to find quality, to find excellence. Let's look at your vision statement. To be the premier transportation choice in Palm Beach County. It didn't say adequate, it didn't say okay, it didn't say fine, it didn't say good enough. It says premier. And that's what we should all say. We are Palm Beach County, and our citizens, each and every one of them, deserve premier services. Also took a look at your core values. I did a lot of research into Palm Tran, and if this fire rescue thing doesn't work out, I hope that Mr. Forbes will give me an opportunity. Core values: respect, integrity, recognition, teamwork, communication. Fire rescue has core values also. Ironically, we share one, and that is integrity. Integrity really drives everything we do. Integrity, in my mind, speaks of being honest and having strong moral principles. That means doing what's right when no one is looking. Because as I emphasize to fire rescue personnel, and I would emphasize to all Palm Beach County personnel, we represent this county. We all have a passion, a love, and a desire to be a part of something great. Going back to being premier, I want to be a part of something that's exceptional. I want to be highlighted for the right reasons. So let's remember that in everything we do, not just what we do from 9 to 5, but what we do in our personal lives, that we carry this brand everywhere we go. The operators in this room are essential. They've already committed the time and dedication and perseverance that it takes to finish a challenging 8-week training program. I know what a big responsibility is to operate a large piece of apparatus. Many years ago, I drove an engine. I drove a ladder truck. I was fortunate in that usually the people getting on that apparatus wanted to be there, and they were nice, and they would smile. There's no doubt you're going to have some challenges. You deal with people continually that you've never met or seen before. But it's very important that that meeting is a positive one for both of you. It's very important that you send off the proper signals, that you have the proper smile, that you have the proper look and appearance that builds confidence that I want to be on this bus. I'm going to get to where I need to be safely. let me talk a little bit about these uniforms. You all look fantastic. You look fantastic. And, you know, Mr. Forbes talked about me going into Riviera Beach. And when I first got there, one of the challenges that I saw was the uniforms weren't where they had to be. And at some point, that just becomes a normal, and you don't even realize, hey, you know what? There's a certain level of pride in myself that I must have. So one of the first things I did was I set aside funds in the budget. Took me a little while to get there, to send out completely new and reorganized, reformatted uniforms so that my firefighters could look the part, the professionals that they are. You're professionals as well. You want to present that look everywhere you go. You want to give people, as I said, have never seen you before, that halo effect. I don't really know this operator, but wow, they look professional. When they give direction, I should respect that because they respect themselves, they respect me because they're providing me the type of service that I would want to have and that I deserve. Please wear that uniform with pride. I know I certainly wear this one with pride every day. Over the course of the 8 weeks, each and every one of you passed examinations in customer service training, Americans with Disability Act, sensitivity training, and a variety of other safety programs. At the completion of the program, we are sure that each of you are prepared to serve the public and take Tran to the next level. Historically, it was in 1971 that public transportation began serving the residents and visitors of Palm Beach County. Today, Tran's fixed route division provides daily scheduled service aboard a fleet of 159 vehicles. Incredible. Make it one of the most visible of all county services. Buses operate north of Jupiter, west of the Glades, east of Palm Beach, and south of Boca Raton. And everywhere you go, you're sending that message, that brand that says Palm Beach County. Tran is known for its dedication to safety and premier service. It meets the mobility needs of our community, providing 35,000 trips per day. This is no ordinary work. Therefore, it takes extraordinary individuals and training to propel the organization forward. Public transportation is a necessity in our community to provide access to everyone for travel to work, to school, to doctors, appointments, special venues such as the ballpark and Palm Beaches or Lake Worth Beach. It helps to drive the community growth and vitalization. Tran is an important and united force within our community. It brings together individuals from all walks of life, backgrounds, and professions. As I said previously, you are a key factor in our residents' and our visitors' experiences. Similar to us in fire rescue, you have been equipped with the training, tools, and support necessary to service the residents and visitors of Palm Beach County in their time of need. As one of the first ambassadors, oftentimes the first responder in case of an evacuation, what you say and how you treat others is a reflection of our county. We have 1.5 million residents and it is continuously growing. For many of you, you are the point of contact that on a regular basis individuals have with county government. Now I'd like to take a moment to discuss COVID-19 and its impacts. Undoubtedly, it's been significantly, not just on us, significant on our nation. In the early periods of this dreaded virus, your administration, your leadership has worked towards creating a safe environment for its workers. There were late night calls to myself and members of my staff to inquire as to equipment and training that will allow for the continuation of this vital service you as operators will provide. We all recognize some of these changes as being a challenge, but they're also an opportunity to show everyone that Tran can still deliver stability in government, can still deliver the services our citizens enjoy. I know that moving essential workers and families throughout this community cannot be achieved without your efforts. As a bus operator, you, along with the maintenance technicians and additional support staff, greatly impact the lives of those 35,000 users every day. Your efforts afford these people the opportunity to maintain a high level of normalcy in their lives. Graduates here in person and tuning in online, there are people who are very proud of you. They are happy that this day has come and you've achieved your end goal. They support you in this endeavor. Look to the left and to the right of you. You look amazing today. The professional look and service of Palm Tran is something I know you will be dedicated to every day. Continue to be kind, courteous, respectful of each other, timely, and showcase what the excellence of living and working in Palm Beach County is all about. You are highly trained and exceptionally prepared. On behalf of the Board of County Commissioners of Palm Beach County, County Administration, and the citizens of Palm Beach County, congratulations and thank you for your commitment and dedication to helping our citizens and visitors get to where they need to go. Thank you.
And as the fire chief mentioned, Palm Tran is one of the largest departments in the county, one of 36, and it's overseen, among other departments, by Assistant County Administrator Todd J. Bonlaren. He joins us here today. Please join me in welcoming him up to the podium.
Thank you, Joe. And thank you, Mr. Forbes and Chief Duran, for your words of inspiration. And I especially want to thank Mr. Clinton Forbes, I think on behalf of the occasion of your graduation, that he agreed to put all of us up for one night at the Ritz-Carlton. So very generous, Clinton, very generous of you to do that. Yeah. I want to say, on behalf of our County Administrator, Virginia Baker, on behalf of the Board of County Commissioners of Palm Beach County, welcome to Team PBC. Welcome to the Palm Beach County family. That's the way that we think of each other. That's the way we think of the people that work with us, and that's the way we think about our community when we think about the valuable services that we provide. And we really break it down into two things that we do here. We take care of our workforce, and we take care of the folks that we serve. And really those are a huge part of the overall mission that we do as members of this family. You heard a lot of important messages today. Safety is obviously one of the most important things that we can do. But for those of us in administration and those of us that work throughout this county, it's not often that we get to interact with our constituents that we represent. But you, and many of you, are our frontline ambassadors. You are the ambassadors that day in, day out, get that firsthand opportunity to speak to every single person that comes on a bus in your route, that might cross your paths while you're repairing our buses in different locations. And you're the one that sets the tone to make us look like a county that respects those that we serve and that takes pride in the work that we do. And I want to continue to challenge you to rise to that occasion. I think that you're all very worthy of that. That's why you're here today. I want to say good luck to you. We're here for you. We're here to support you. We've got your back, and we've got a greater mission that's out there that we need to serve. So for your families that are here today, thank you for joining us. To the rest of our Palm Tran family that's here as well, they're here to support you. They're here to help guide you. If we can be of a resource, please make sure that you utilize us because we want to be as big a support for us as we believe that you are for us. So thank you very much. Congratulations, and good luck to all of you.
Thank you so much, Assistant County Administrator. And we are to one of my favorite parts of the whole ceremony, which is the presentation of the graduates. Graduates, as I call your name, I'll ask you to enter the dais area to my right, and you will be recognized in front of the flags here with the dignitaries. Please pause for a moment at that time so we can get your picture and we can memorialize this major accomplishment and this special occasion. So with everyone in place, I'm going to call the first graduate to come forward. Operator, Raina Burgess. Are they smiling? Operator Tiffany Carter. Operator Kiera Fasolo.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Great, thank you.
Operator Anthony Green.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. One more. Great, thank you.
Operator Cecil Green.
One, two, three. One more. Great, thank you.
Operator Yatish Jackson.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. One more. Thank you.
Operator Deborah Rivera.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
And now for our maintenance technicians. Maintenance Technician Jeffrey Logan Alif.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. One more, stay there. 1, 2, 3. Great, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Maintenance Technician Arturo Dines.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more. Great, thank you. Thank you.
One more big round of applause for all of today's graduates, please. On behalf of the Palm Beach County Board of County Commissioners, as well as Tran, I really want to congratulate you myself, as well as just say welcome to our family. I know you will represent us well. I do want to especially thank the fire chief for taking time today, as well as the assistant county administrator out of their very busy schedules to address you and personally welcome you to our family here, Team PBC. Congratulations again. I hope you take a moment to celebrate this momentous occasion and that you'll stay behind as we conclude today's ceremony so we can take some additional pictures to preserve this very special moment. Congratulations. One more round of applause, please. Thank you all for coming.